What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to talk about the shooting at YouTube's headquarters. So as many of you know, there was a shooting at YouTube headquarters. A YouTuber came to the headquarters with a gun. It looks like she wasn't targeting anybody, but was very upset that some of her videos got demonetized. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj and other people, other famous people, flaunting their wares on YouTube have no problems with monetization at all. It's like being in a family where everybody gets a different set of rules. And one of the kids just weren't right in the head. And instead of being a reasonable person and maybe just finding another job, she decided to go to YouTube with the gun and off some people. It sounds like only one person is dead. That was a perpetrator. Good. Three more people got shot. Sounds like they will be okay. Good. There's going to be some changes in YouTube, I'm sure of it, especially when it comes to gun laws. Now, there's definitely a break between the older and the younger generation when it comes to guns. The older people are okay with it, the younger people aren't so much. And I think what's going on is young people can be so dramatic, unbelievably dramatic. And one great reference I'll give you is Star Wars, the new red lightsaber dude. I can't remember his name right now, but he is so emo it hurts. Like, if he doesn't cut himself, if he's not one of those guys, I would be very surprised. He fights with so much of that, and that seems to represent the younger ones. The younger guys just ain't all right in the head. They're all or nothing, and the younger ones seem to be okay with shooting up schools. It's definitely an issue that we have. Yeah, the older guys used to drive to school with a gun in their gun rack. Well, you can't do that this generation. You can't do that because the kids aren't all right. There's something up with them. I don't know what it is. But the younger ones, I swear, guys, old guys, if you don't start changing things, if you don't get the laws changed, if you don't get things good so that kids can feel safe in school, then your kids are going to change those laws. It's just the way it's going to be. But anyways, the NRA was pissed off with YouTube for censorship because YouTube decided to demonetize channels. Demonetize, not take the video away, just make it so that the user couldn't get money for it. For people who are talking about how to install bump stocks and trying to sell weapons. Well, I'm sure that the NRA already knows this, and the people in the NRA already know this, but YouTube isn't about free speech. YouTube is about this, at the end of the day. At the end of the day. Okay, if you go to work, there are situations where you can be 100% right and 100% fired at the exact same time because it's a bit of a social thing. It doesn't matter what is right, it matters what your boss wants you to do, so long as it's not horribly illegal. You see, you gotta make your boss happy. It doesn't matter if you're right. If your boss doesn't like you, they can fire. Hell, you can get fired in the States, just a boss walks up to you and says, you know what, you're fired. That's it. You're gone. YouTube is like that. And the old people in the NRA know damn well that's exactly how it is. Your boss doesn't like you, you're gone. Or they'll make your life so damn hard that you can't work there anymore. Now, NRA, YouTube didn't open for free speech. It's not some flag waving American things like, oh, give me liberty or give me death. No, it's not like that. It's not like that, and YouTube goes for the younger generation. Now, if y'all want to have your guns and to keep your guns, you old guys, you'll keep them. We will pry them from your cold, dead hands. Maybe I shouldn't say we. Your children will pry them from your cold, dead hands if you don't start making the world reasonable. Maybe back in the day the world was a reasonable place. Okay, in the 50s, you could leave jars of milk out. Clear jars of milk with money in them so the milkman could come and get it. You can't do that these days. Back in the day, you could have people holding guns all the time, going to school with guns in their gun racks, like you always say. But these days, you can't. Something's changed. Let's blame rap music. Something's changed, really. Something's changed. And we can't do that anymore. There is less human life in America is worth less than it was in the 50s. People don't care quite so much. People are more interested in profiting. But we definitely have an issue. And then let's get back to the YouTube thing. YouTube, you're realizing now that money makes people crazy. Money breaks up relationships. Money, you know, the root of all evil, all that stuff. It's going to make people do some stuff. But YouTube, seriously, you guys are like that parent that gives different kids different rules. And not even saying like, okay, the old kid had a different set of rules than when the young kid was that age. Like, we all heard of that. Like, I had a friend whose older brother couldn't play Atari until the weekend, and all the homework was done. And then he just had video games all the time. He played his Nintendo 64 all the time. You know, it's not like that. It's not like that. So the shooter had an exercise channel. The shooter had an exercise channel, and it was getting demonetized because it was for an adult audience. And she wasn't really wearing all that. Yeah, I haven't watched all her videos, but she didn't seem to be wearing unreasonable clothes. She didn't seem to be wearing beach clothes. She didn't seem to be wearing provocative clothes. But then again, seriously, you get videos with Nicki Minaj in her underwear rolling all over the stage, and hey, no problem, we'll keep that monetization. We have no issue with that. We definitely got an issue going down at YouTube. YouTube is definitely going through growing pains. It always has. YouTube still isn't financially viable. A lot of people don't realize that yet. YouTube is losing money. Growing pains, trying to figure things out, trying to do well, trying to get somewhere. Sorry, I got my kid in my arms here. But you guys are going to want some more security on there. Money makes people crazy. When you treat people differently, it makes people crazy. Now, I'm not excusing the shooter, because damn. Anyways, she must have just wanted to die. Something else must have happened to make her want to die. There has to have been something, because when she came there, it sounded like she didn't really have a lot of firepower. And she could have hurt a lot more people if she wanted to. So I think she was just suicidal, and I think she didn't want to finish her own life. And it sounds like it went that way herself. It's unfortunate. The whole thing is very, very unfortunate. At the end of the day, human life is precious. If you got issues, geez, don't be killing other people. Go get help. Was our monetization really so high that it would have affected her this much? Something ain't right here. Something ain't right here. There's more information, more news going to be coming out. Anyways, I really should take off. I got stuff to do. And have a good one from me and Doc Brown. Take it easy, folks. Don't be shooting each other. Have a good one.